Being a namesake is very different than what I had in mind. I was lucky enough to be involved in fish camp as a freshman, a counselor twice, and a co-chair. So I actually had my own camp, and I thought when I got namesake that I would know the drill. I would know what I needed to do because I did fish camp for so long. But a namesake is a very different role, and being able to impact the counselors and the chairs and the freshmen is just something that's totally different than what I thought that I would have the ability to do.
Astonishing honor, and it's all very surreal. I'm pretty sure at some point I'm going to get another email that says, oh, we made a mistake. That was meant for Scot Walker. But until they figure it out, I'm going to ride this train right to the end.
So a lot of them, I talk to them mainly about the core values that Aggies hold: excellence, integrity, leadership, loyalty, respect, and selfless service. And that while each Aggie is different, and each one of them is able to start their own story and start a clean slate on their already existing foundation, that all Aggies have these core values. And that's what makes Aggies Aggies, and that's what makes Aggies always able to help out and always the first one there.
I've told a lot of stories about the power of the Aggie Network. In fact, last night I spent about an hour just telling story after story. Lost ring stories, I talked about Ike, I talked about Corregidor. I've told them a lot of stories that I thought demonstrated the true spirit of Aggie Land and the power of the Aggie Network. And in my view, all of those things, the true power of the Aggie Network and the underlying power of all of our traditions comes down to relationships. And that's what I've tried to impart to the counselors and to the fish, that what they're going to be doing here for the next 4, 5, 6 years, they need to be building relationships, long-lasting relationships that they're going to cherish throughout the rest of their lives. That's what I did in college. I made friends that are still my friends today. And that's what I'm trying to do with this camp. I'm trying to make new friends who I hope are going to be my friends 20 years from now.
So the Association of Former Students actually works very closely with Fish Camp. Our campus programs team helps provide support for Fish Camp in various ways. We help get speakers here, we help line up things in the schedule, because 4 days goes by really fast, and we really need to get a lot of information to these freshmen about the resources that are on campus and what they need to know starting out the beginning of August for the next 4 years at A&M.
I had those made for everybody in the camp. It's just a little memento. It says Camp Walker, class of Fish Camp 17, class of 21. And so I made those as something tangible that I could give to the counselors as a token of appreciation. And then also I've offered them to all the fish. There's more than 100 fish, and I told them there's one for all of them, but they have to come meet me to get it. If I see them on campus with that bracelet, or if they come to my office and show it to the receptionist, then it's a ticket into my office for whatever they need, whether that's advice or lunch or some candy out of the jar, chocolate on my desk, whatever they're looking for. I'm trying to build lasting relationships, and I want to be there with them for the whole 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, whatever they've got coming up.
The Association of Former Students has been blessed to have many namesakes that have come from our office. So we kind of get it. You know, we know exactly what goes into Fish Camp, and we know what the freshmen get out of Fish Camp. So our support is more than just the usual support we give. We give a lot of our heart and our soul to Fish Camp.